Here I am, all by myself, waiting for viewers. Hi, two viewers. How are you? Tell me in one word how you are today. Hi, Lori. Hi, Richard. Hi, Jessica. So how is everybody today? Busy. Hi, Tina. Grateful. Yes, I know the feeling, Christine. Okay. Okay. In case anyone hadn't noticed, by myself tonight. Sarah is a bit under the weather, and the weather is too bad for me to travel anywhere, or for her to travel anywhere. And so we decided to, this is plan B, me sitting here by myself tonight, which is okay. I can handle it, but that means I have to look right, look right, look right. So yes, Christine, I know exactly what you mean. A block over, the people do not have, the whole section for close to 24 hours did not have heat or water because everything on this side of town is electric. So I am very grateful to be warm and toasty and have a full tummy of hot food, which is not what a lot of San Antonio can say tonight. Yes, John, I am warm and toasty, and I got my tea. I'm doing good. So, I am going to be writing. If you want a reading, say so. If you, I'm sorry, I can't see with the light in my face, so that's why I have to figure out, is there somebody over there or not? And no, there isn't. It's just a dog. If you want to talk with someone specific on the other side, I need to know their name and when they died. We can't, the ground rules, even though this is plan B, the ground rules still apply. Only one reading per person. It has to be a specific person on the other side or your spirit guides. We cannot accept any more requests for anyone, because we had some bad experiences, because when you let anyone in, nasty things can come forward. So, Lori, if you want to talk to someone specific, you need to say so. Otherwise, we'll just get you down for a reading. So I'm going to scroll back, see who wants a what. Richard, Lori wants a reading. Richard needs a reading. Oh, good, Tina. You're nice and relaxed. I like it that way. Oh, good, Mary Pat. Your heat is back on. Mary Pat wants a reading. Christine. And Christine guides. Christine, do you have recommendations for your love life? Yes, I do. John wants a reading. Lori wants to talk with Dolores. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Actually, I'm faring quite well. Better than some, and because we never lost electricity, so it's like, yay. So I'm glad you stopped by. My move-in date for the new apartment got moved back another week, so I'll be moving into the new place next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. And Delmar. Hi, Angie. Birdie. Crystal June. Angie. Oh no, Sarah, you're fine. There's absolutely there's no way anybody's traveling tonight. The roads are too slippery. We can't. That was never going to happen. I'm just sorry that you're not feeling well. I need to know how to get. Richard needs to know how to get from point A to point B. I have to get back to work, so I'll have to watch later. Okay, I'll give you the reading. You can watch later. Lori. Okay. Well, thank you, Bertie. Mary Pat wants to speak with her dad. Bertie for Jane. Sandra Jane. Sorry, the new light ring is like really bright and I'm going like, oh. And that's it. I'm all caught up. So for readings, I have Lori, Richard, Mary Pat, Christine, John, Tina, Bertie, Crystal, and Angie. If anyone else... Crystal, the ground rules are they have to ask for the reading themselves. Even if you hand them the phone, they have to ask for the reading themselves. So if Jillian Marie wants the reading, that's wonderful. I'm more than happy to do that as long as she's over... I think I said 16 or 17. I'm not sure at this point. And she just hand her the phone and she can say, this is, da-da-da, I would like a reading. Normally what we do is, well, it's all out the window. This is plan B tonight. So you've got just me doing readings. I hope you can live with that. If not, sorry. So... moving plans got moved back a week, which is okay because it would have been cold and dark anyway. Even though moving over towards the medical center, some of them lost power anyway. And those of you who don't live in San Antonio you don't know what that is. Don't worry about it. But it's like yesterday, Della and I went foraging for hamburgers because we were tired of eating homemade food and there was nothing open. We drove, I think, 2 hours. Well, we drove normal for this kind of weather, which means slow. And a lot of the power outages means there was a lot of four-way stops because the lights weren't working. So we had to come to a stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. So that's why it took 3 hours to do that circuitous route we were doing looking for food. We wound up going to 7-Eleven for snacks and coming home and making soup. So it's been interesting in South Texas for the moment. Because, what was it, the weather people said that it was 70 years ago before last time we had? I'm here. It's Jill. Okay. Jill, I will put you down on the list. I'm assuming, Jill, you are over 18. Oh, Carol. Yes, I will. Let's see. Normally what we do is the first half, we do mini readings, and whoever I happen to be with, which is usually going to be Sarah, because she reads tarot as well. We alternate, but now it's just me, so you're going to have to bear with me. And then the second half, which we're keeping to an hour and a half now, or as close as we possibly can to an hour and a half, because we went 2 hours at one time and we were all just super exhausted. I nearly fell asleep in the car driving on the way home. So thank you to all you wonderful new people. I'm glad to be seeing you tonight. I am going to start out. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Questions about metaphysical stuff, spiritual stuff, meaning of life stuff. Questions about with your readings will probably be answered, so we're not going to worry about those so much. So the first one is for Laurie, wants to know if there is anybody special coming into her life. The first card is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is all about you've done really, really well, but there's more to do. There's more work to do. There's sorry. I'm propped up with a pillow, so it was getting in my way. Oh, that reminded me of punching my ex in the stomach. Anyway, long involved story. This is about emotional satisfaction. Excuse me. Emotional accomplishment. But yet you're not quite to the end. There's more to do. You need to, this is the Three of Wands, you need to get out and about. You need to look a little further ahead. You need to look more towards your opportunities lie outside of you. They lie outside necessarily even of your community. Your opportunities are all still out there. It's like your ship is waiting to come in. But then we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very much about sudden flashes of inspiration, like, aha, I finally got that. Now I know what to do. So it's also, now that you know what to do, get moving. Now that you know you're not quite done, and now that you know all of those opportunities are out there, you know what to do. So is there someone special coming into your life? Probably, but that depends solely on you and how you handle your opportunities. I hope that makes sense. Hi, Krista. Okay, so the next one who has a reading is Richard. Okay, Richard, for you, the first card I have for you is the Ten of Wands. It's done. It's over with. Don't even revisit the situation. Don't go back there. It's not important. You can't change it. Just forget it and move on. The second card I have for you is the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is to just make your plans. Make your plans and start working it. You need a plan. You need to get it together. You need to get your stuff together. And don't say it, Christine. So we have a running joke. This is about moving towards your joy and your happiness. Right now you're looking backwards at things. And you should be looking a little bit more forward. And secondly, we have the Temperance card. I'm sorry, I was thinking. I know, it's painful to watch, isn't it? The Temperance card is about refining yourself, working on yourself, getting getting your stuff together, making sure that you are the best version of yourself that you can be. You get to therapy if you need to. You do the self-help work if you need to, and we all do. So go ahead and work on yourself. Everything else will fall into place, but a part of what you just look into the past, and that's never a good place to look. Okay, Krista. I hope that helped, Richard. Krista, I've got you on the list now. And yes, I'm staying warm. Warm is good. Especially when the temperatures have been, what was it? That's not even right. It's been freezing around here into the single digits. So, This one is for Mary Pat. Okay, Mary Pat, this is the Magician. The Magician is, you know what to do. You know what you want to accomplish. You know what you want to shoot for. You know what you want. You even know how to go about getting it. But for some reason or another, you've been sitting back going, I'm not so sure. And then we have the Nine of Cups for you as well. The Nine of Cups is, as we know, you've accomplished a great deal, but you're sitting back on your laurels, you're relaxing, and you shouldn't be. There's no relaxing here. Because this is the Tower card. The Tower card is about sudden and intense change. That things are changing very quickly for you. It's going to be okay. What I'm getting is you're going to be walking along, or not, metaphorically speaking. You're going to be walking along going, da, 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 everything is fine, and then out of the blue, oh my God! Things change, and they're going to change very quickly and suddenly for you. When this is going to happen? 3-4 weeks is what I'm hearing. It's going to be in March. So be on the lookout, be aware, Mary Pat, that stuff is coming your way. Christine. Sorry, let me mark everybody off so I don't do any repeats. Christine, for you we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is your ship's coming in, sweetheart, but you might have to swim out to get it. We have the Five of Coins. The Five of Coins is all about being down and out. Poor me. Look at this. I have nothing. Look at me. Look at what all I have to do. You don't have to do that, because everything that is everything that is happening to you right now is a blessing, whether you choose to see it that way or not. Even the bad crap that's happening is a blessing, because it's giving you the opportunity to grow, to change, to be different. Take it. Take it. Because the King of Wands tells you you can rise above the crap anyway. You don't have to be the victim of that stuff that happens in your life. You're welcome, Mary Pat. You don't have to be thrown to the hither and yon with the wind. You can control what happens to you by your choices and how you choose to see your situations. I have absolutely no idea. There you go. That was one of those. Ooh, oh, all right. I hope that helps. John. This one is for you. You also have the Temperance card, which is about honing and refining and learning a new way of being the best version of yourself that you can. It's about, I'm going to knock everything over here. Sorry, I was wanting to put my foot up. It's about literally this. The only way to make a metal shine is by working it with heat and working it with polish and working on it till it becomes shiny. And that's what you need to do for yourself, or what you are doing for yourself, is you're becoming shiny. You're becoming a better version. You're becoming a better John. And some of the problem is that we don't always see those gifts for what they are. Sometimes Spirit's trying to hand us stuff and like, here, take it. And we're going like, nah, I don't need that. But you do. We all need that. This is the Three of Swords. Something is coming to an end. It's time for one thing to move on. It's time to heal. It is time to take the swords out of your own heart and heal. It's also something's coming to an end. And I'm thinking that you are getting ready to change employment. For a house that is always cold, it's gotten very hot in here. I'm wondering if you aren't getting ready to change jobs or suddenly have a new opportunity you didn't realize was there. But it's also might be a bit on the painful side. But it's not, it's whatever's coming your way, go for it. I hope, lost my pen. There it is. I was sitting on it. I hope, John, that makes sense. Okay, this next one, ouch, is for Tina. I'm not sitting at a table in case anyone figured that out. I wanted to be back here in my room where it's reasonably quiet. Oh, I lost a cat. I'm sorry, you're welcome, John. Aw, give him a big hug for me, please, Krista. I had 3 cats on the bed at one time. Now it's just down to 1. Okay, Tina. Tina, you've taken on too many responsibilities. This is the 10 of Wands. You've taken on too many responsibilities. You haven't learned to set boundaries. You know that you should say no to your friends and your family, but you don't. You don't because you don't want to disappoint them. You don't want to have them to look at you and go, you don't love me. Well, that's not it. You love yourself more. Learn to say no. And let them stand up for themselves and take their own responsibilities. Because this is the 8 of, yes ma'am, Christina, you can. Let me get you on the, yes, I'll get you on the list as soon as I can. The 8 of Wands is about things are coming at you pretty fast. We got the 10 of Wands, see? We're running with the theme here. Learn to say no because things are coming very fast and furious at you. Messages, resources, energy, whatever it is that's coming is coming very fast. Faster than you want it, faster than you're ready for it, but, oh well, enjoy the ride. Wow, you have another wand. You have what number is that? The 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is standing your ground. You've come through the battle. You've whatever it is, controversy or conflict that you've had, you've come through it, but you still have to stand your ground. You still have to be aware that other shoe is about to drop. So it sounds to me, Tina, that you have some surprises coming at you. Okay, so the next one is for Birdie. Let me shuffle. Birdie, did you say earlier you were getting a ice storm? Those are not fun. But that's pretty typical for North Carolina, if I remember rightly. I do miss the trees. Birdie, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords are about new possibilities, new areas that are opening up to you. Maybe new spiritual areas, as well as no, it's not air. It's not. Yeah, I'm thinking it's more about new spiritual directions are opening up to you. New opportunities you never really knew existed, and new way, almost like a new way of thinking. Then we have the Emperor. The Emperor is always in charge. The Emperor takes care of his entire... Oh, yeah. The Emperor takes care of his kingdom. and is not one to necessarily cross. But if you are, since in this case you're the ruler of your own world, it's standing in your authority, learning to say no, learning to say yes, discernment of what to do in any given situation, especially considering there's new ones coming around. Then new opportunities coming for you. Then we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is about healing. Time to finally begin healing those wounds from the past. It's about the heartache that you've had. You don't want to carry that into the future, especially if new areas are opening up to you. You don't want to drag that along with you. So work on that healing process for yourself. Healing our old wounds, or at least working on those old wounds, is vital, because you really take your old wounds into a relationship. You can't take them into a job. You can't. It's really no point in carrying them around at all. So give that one a thought, Birdie. I hope that helps. This next one is for Crystal. Okay, Crystal, the first one I have for you is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is always about choices. The Two of Wands is usually, you want to venture out and do something, but you need a safety net. Like you want to start a new career or start a new business or start a new relationship, but you need a safety net first. And what you need to realize is you can't really fly if you're tethered in one place. Like they do with falcons. They don't release the falcons until the falcon is ready to hunt. The falcon can't do anything because it's what I'm going to say, because it is tethered, it is bound. You want to get rid of those binds. You want to get rid of the ties that bind so you can fly free, so that you can venture out onto that new area of your life. Then we have the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is, it's done, it's over. Don't worry about it. Don't renegotiate it. Move on, because you're not going to get it back. Whatever it was that you went through, stop grieving over it. Just drop it. Let it go. And then we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords says you're not stuck. You've got a way out. But you think you're stuck. You think you can't have those wings and fly. But you can. You need to get over that kind of negative thinking so that you can get out of any situation or event you don't want to be in. A lot of it is all about the mindset. What mindset are you in, Crystal? What mindset are you that doesn't serve you, that you're taking forward? You can't take that mindset forward into the future. I hope that helps. This next one is for Angie. Angie, you live way further north than we do. You must be absolutely have 10 feet of snow. We're getting another 4 inches tonight. So you, Angie, you must be like having 6 feet of snow by now. All right, we'll do it that way. Angie, the first one we have for you is the Four of Coins. The Four of Coins say to watch where you're spending your energy, watch where you're spending your money, watch where you're spending your emotional investments, because you need to keep some of that close at hand. Some of your own energy you need to keep close. Some of the emotional investment. Oh, okay, well, that's not too bad, Angie. The emotional investment you're making may not be spending it in the right place. You're spending your emotions or spending your energy You're not spending it in the right place sometimes. So we need to hang on to it till we know that it is the right place. Then we have the Devil card. The Devil card isn't evil. It is about conflict. Conflict is necessary in our lives. That's how we grow. I'm sorry. And the cats are making wide paths around each other because they were fighting earlier today. So they're like trying to stay away from each other. The Devil card is about, like I said, we need conflict in our lives because that is how we grow. Conflict can also be opposing choices, like, do I spend this money on chocolate or do I spend it on food? That kind of conflict. And conflict between people who are trying to tear you apart. One person wants you to go this way, another person wants you to go the other way. Whatever decisions you make, you need to make them from the heart. And then we have, wow, the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is fighting. So there is some kind of real struggle going on in your life. Excuse me. Make sure, however, that you are rising above it so that you're not participating in it. You can just sit back and witness it. So that you can sit back and go, all right, somebody's trying to start trouble. Now, who are they? And how do I get rid of the issue? How do I appease them without compromising myself? So, whatever's going on in your life, Angie, you can overcome it, not a problem. Just sit back. Okay, Crystal, I need the name of your grandparents. I need the specific name of a grandparent, please. Or grandparents like Bill and Bob, sorry. Bill and Dorothy, whatever their names are. I need specific names. So, Angie, a lot of it is about how you choose to spend your time and your energy. You can spend it arguing or you can spend it watching it unfold. And then swoop in and save the day. I hope that makes sense, sweetheart. Okay, this next one is for Jill. Jill. For the Nine of Cups. You've made a great deal of emotional investment in something. Thank you, Crystal. You've made an emotional investment in something. It's really starting to pay off, but you can't relax now. You've got to keep doing what it is you've been doing in order to finally overcome or finally succeed. Then we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about new opportunities coming your way. It is about new areas opening up to you. Usually it's a area of where you're using your mind or your logic. So it could even be a new maybe job opportunity or maybe a volunteer opportunity. I don't know. I'm getting you're going to have to do thinking. Along with that Nine of Cups, you've got to, it's not just an emotional thing. You're going to have to think as well with it. But you also have some choices to make because this is the Lover's card. The Lover's card is always about choices. It's about the choice between good and bad, blue sweater, red sweater, whatever the choices are, you're going to have to make them. You can do it, but you're going to do it really quickly, I'm thinking. Katina, you know the ground rules. Hand the phone to Kelsey, let her ask for herself. Then hand the phone to Zach and let him ask for himself. We have occasionally had readings for people who weren't there, and so that's why I'm specifically asking for it that way. So Jill, I'm hoping that makes sense, that you've got some choices to make. You're gonna have to make them pretty quickly. I hope it makes sense to you, because it makes 0 sense to me. They're not supposed to make sense to me. They're only supposed to make sense to the person I'm reading for. And the next person is Carol. Okay, Carol. Excuse me a moment. Cold hot tea. Numb. This is the Strength card. It's about overcoming. It's about knowing that you are strong enough to do whatever it is that's being asked of you. You know that you may not realize you're very strong, but you are. You're much stronger than you realize, and particularly your friends realize, or the people you associate with. They don't even know exactly how deep you go. I hope that makes sense. And then we have the King of Coins. The King of Coins has reached a point in life where he's taken care of. He can take care of his family, no problem. He can do whatever it is in life that needs to be done because he is well off. He is satisfied. He's accomplished. But there's the kicker. Just because you're well off and you're accomplished doesn't mean you don't have more to do. You've reached the end of a phase, but that means there's another door opening up, another door of opportunity. And then we have the 9 of Coins. The 9 of Coins is, okay. I'm thinking maybe another opportunity has to do with either receiving money in some form or another. But it means you can take care of yourself. That you've overcome whatever it is you need to overcome, and that's the extra cash is a good reward. Okay, Kelsey. And Zach. I know, Katina, it seems silly, but that's the rules. It protects everybody involved. I'm hoping, Carol, that made some sense to you. Okay, this next one is for Krista. Okay, I think I'm all caught up. Krista, spiritual journeys. This is the 8 of Cups. It's about moving towards something better in your life, moving towards a higher purpose, moving towards I'm hearing the dogs again. Moving towards your better self, your higher purpose. Making sure that you are changing as you need to. Growing spiritually. Turning your back on the things that no longer serve you. Because this is the 2 of Cups. It's about contracts. It's about joining together. It's about unions. The union between 2 ideas or 2 people. Or it's not a marriage card by any means. It is very much a contract card. So you might be entering into a contract. You might be entering into a new phase of something that you may have to agree to. Consent is always good. The 7 of coins say patience is needed because whatever it is you're doing takes time to come to fruition. It takes time to bloom. Flowers don't bloom the day you plant them. Unless you really know some magic, and most people don't. Everything requires having patience. So, Krista, have some patience. So maybe you just need to even have some patience with those around you. Okay, Christine B, because we have another Christine. This is Christine B. This is one I would definitely associate with you. This is the, let me look again, the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is about happy childhood memories. It's about joy, about sharing and innocence, and about people from the past coming back. Stuff from the past coming back. It's not just people, but stuff. Like stuff you thought was buried deep inside, or that you've actually dealt with it, but you didn't. Coming back to haunt you. And then we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is all about not hiding your power, not hiding your abilities, not hiding your skills, not hiding behind someone, but rising above it, shining brightly so that people notice you, so that people were like, ooh, look at her, she can do that. I didn't know that. And then we have the King of Coins. The King of Coins says more money. The King of Coins says you've got more opportunities coming, that you can't just rest on these laurels that you have. You can't rest on what you have now. Work towards something more, because you've reached a good point in life, and it's time to start over. It's time to revisit how you make your money. It's time to revisit. Stop that. Cat. They're starting again, the cats. It's revisiting even childhood. What stuff are you bringing forward? Revisiting how you shine. I know you shine pretty bright most of the time, but there might be some stuff coming up that you're not aware of, that you will have to deal with again. I hope that makes sense, Christine. Kelsey. Good Lord, it's 8:15 already. Okay. Kelsey, we have for you the Judgment card. The Judgment card is being called to a higher purpose. The Judgment card is about no one is ever beyond redemption. You can always rise above. But when you do, you need to make sure you're doing almost like you've graduated from high school and now you're going to college. You have a higher purpose. If you two do not cut that out, I do not know why my cats are fighting the past 2 days. I really don't. Because it's mother and son. I don't get it. But I'm about to kill them. I won't have to worry about it anymore. Kelsey, rise above your situation. It's not the end-all be-all. There's more to do, more to go for, because this is the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is emotional joy and happiness. Doesn't get any better than this, except that when you've reached the end of something, other doors begin to open. So it's not the end of relationships. It's not the end of love. It is the end of a phase. And you're being called to higher service. And then we have, wow. 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 10 of coins. The 10 of coins. Don't make me throw something at you. The 10 of coins. Oh, good, Christina. The 10 of coins is, again, you've reached the end of one phase and it's time to start the next one. But you can do it with a little bit more ease than you used to. Excuse me. Second. Trying to get the cats separated. I hope I didn't break my jar. So when you, since you have two endings and you have the rising above, you've definitely, Kelsey, reached a new cat. You've reached a new phase in your life. You need to just go for it instead of hanging back and saying, I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. You just need to go for it. That's Clarence crying. Nobody loves me cry. Okay, Zach. I hope that makes sense, Kelsey. Is there anyone else? This is the last I have. Zach is the last one I have for readings. Is there anyone else that I haven't gotten to or that I missed? If I have missed you, please tell me. Write it in the comments and tell me you missed me and I want a reading. Zach, for you we have the World card. The World is, again, the end of a phase, the call to a higher service. But with it, you need to make plans. You need to make your plans for what you're going to do in the coming days and months ahead, because you think well, that's true too, Christine. They haven't been able to go outside the way they like, so we'll see. So Zach, it's like your angels or God or whomever has said, you can do more. You need to do this. You need to do that. They're giving you a specific task that you need to start planning for, and because the opportunity, they're giving you the opportunity to do something. They're asking you to do something with it. This is the Death card. The Death card is not about death. It's about change and transformation. The Death card is all about moving forward. Okay, you can make that akin to being baptized. Sorry, I'm really hoping I didn't break my bottle. It's the sturdiest thing I had at the moment. Zach, the angels are actually working on you to make your life different. Take it for the opportunity of love that it is from your guides. Life may seem, right now, this is the moon, life may seem upside down. Life may seem crazy. Life may seem not worth it. But it is. Your guides are preparing you for something even better. You just need to let them do it. You need to let them work in your life. So when you have to throw, I hope that makes sense, Zach. When you have to throw things at your cat to work from home, everything gets a little different. And poor Harvey's just sitting there trying to sleep, ignoring everybody. But this time next week, they can go outside for a while because it's supposed to be 70 degrees. Okay, so if no one wants another, if there is no one here that I didn't get to, I will put down the cards and we can go on to the next phase, which is, oh, sorry, that was a nice shot of my head, wasn't it? So far, I have Lori for Dolores, Mary Pat for her dad. Christine for her guides. Tina for Delmar. Bertie for Sandra. And Crystal for her grandparents, Gilbert or Irene. And if I missed anybody, it's because I didn't see it and didn't write it down, so please let me know. Okay, is Dolores available for Lori? I'm getting some. Have you been smelling things in the kitchen lately, Lori? Have you been feeling someone in the kitchen with you? Okay, hold on a second while I grab somebody. Oh yes, Sarah, you didn't ask if you wanted a reading either, do you? Okay, Sarah, grandfather, and then Katina. Guides. So let me give it back to Lori. Lori, I'm getting the impression that she might be in the kitchen with you an awful lot. Oh, for God's sake, Sarah, you know better than that. Anyway, well, that may well be her. Is that you, Dolores, calling her name? She said sometimes, but not always. So I know there's a bunch of people around you. What I'm seeing is like 3 or 4 generations of women, like a grandmother, a mother, and an aunt, all hanging out in the kitchen with you. Kind of like cooking. That's all I see is that 3 women are helping you cook. Do you have a specific message, Dolores, for Lori? Lori, do you do a lot of cooking from scratch? Because I'm seeing something about you got the wrong kind of flour. Almost like the wrong brand. It's not like all-purpose or self-rising. You got the wrong brand of flour, she says. Oh, that's sweet. So, there you have it. Get the kind of flour she used to like. Cookies. I don't know. You might smell different cookies. I could spell that, write that out so that I could actually read it. Sorry. I hope that makes sense, Lori. You can jump up here. I know you can't. There you go. It's a cat thing. Yes, Christine. Cookies! I expect cookies as a housewarming gift. She's not happy that you need surgery. But she wants you to be well, if that makes any sense. Go ahead and sit on that piece of paper that I need for tomorrow. She's not, so, I mean, she wants you to be okay, but she doesn't, she was, I get the impression she just didn't like going to the doctor and stuff. That she would have elected to not have surgery for herself. Ha ha ha, Christine. Chocolate chip. Okay, so that's about all I'm getting. Okay. Okay, Tina, I got Kanita down. Chonita, I'm not sure how you pronounce it exactly, but we'll work on it. All right, the next one I have is Mary Pat would like to talk with her dad. I know you said your dad's name and I didn't write it down, but I'm thinking Walter, if I remember rightly. Of course she will, Laurie. That's a given. Just whether she doesn't want you to have it or not doesn't mean she doesn't love you and support you. So, yeah, she'll be with you. She just doesn't like the fact somebody's going to be cutting on you. Okay, Mary Pat's dad. Is Mary Pat's dad available to talk with her? It could be, Tina. I'm seeing Mary Pat, he's like carrying his tool bag around. I'm seeing him walk around with his tool bag like he's trying to find something to fix. Or that he's headed out to work or something like that. So it's also quite possible that he's showing me that because he's doing some work for you on the spiritual level. I hope that makes sense. What that work is, I'm not sure. But he's just showing me going to work. Maybe you need to get to work. If I remember rightly with your reading, you needed to get a move on anyway. So I hope that makes sense, Mary Pat. Christine wanted to talk. I'm assuming you were asking Christine if your guides had any advice for you or anything to tell you. They're holding the baby. Okay. I think what they're saying is, don't worry, we've got you. We're holding you. We're protecting you. So don't, whatever it is you're fretting over, don't, because they've got your back. I know you have some situations. I know you've got to move for one. No, I think in this case you were the baby, Christine. I'm about ready to knock over my tripod. Sorry, just needed to move my foot. That's twice now I've threatened to knock this thing over and I haven't. So it's like, Christine, they're just cradling you, trying to soothe you, trying to tell you, don't sweat it. It's okay. It'll be okay. We'll be okay, Christine. I hope that makes sense. Tina would like to speak with Delmar. You're welcome, Christine. Is Delmar available to talk with Tina? I'm not getting anything, Tina, for Delmar. I'm sorry. It's like... I don't know, but I'm just getting the feeling that she's not there. Maybe she is fully crossed over into the light. Maybe she has reincarnated. I don't know. I don't know. I can't stress that enough. I don't know. They're not telling me. What I'm getting is not here. If that makes any sense. Birdie would like to speak with Sandra if that is possible. Sandra is showing me riding around in the car. She's also showing me that actress that was strangled when her scarf got caught in the steering wheel. I'm seeing that, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm seeing the long flowy scarf and that. Would that make any sense for you, Bertie? That because I don't remember how she died. Could she? I don't know. Something about the neck and a scarf, but that could have been just a frame of reference for me. So, Sandra, do you have a specific message? I'm not getting anything other than riding around in the car. So maybe she's been wanting to go for a ride with you. Maybe she's been missing riding with you. Or generally when people, like little road trip, Thelma and Louise kind of thing. Maybe she's missing that kind of relationship with you. Not that she wants you to drive off a cliff. That's not what I'm saying. It was a frame of reference for the relationship. Okay, Crystal would like to talk to her grandparents, Gilbert and Irene. Are they... Okay, I immediately started seeing... Birdie. Okay, wow. Well, there you go. So maybe when the weather clears up a little bit, take her on or ask her to go for a ride with you, and you guys can do a little trip down memory lane in the car. I'm thinking that'd be a good idea. Crystal, with your grandparents, what I see is that painting of the old couple with the pitchfork. I know that it's a very famous painting. I know the name of it, but right now, for the life of me, not happening. I'll get back to that, Bertie. Why they're showing me that, I don't know. But it's almost like they're showing me that painting to show me that they are still very much a couple and that they are still a united front. And they're obviously, since they showed up, they're there for you. This is unusual. They're saying, why doesn't she ask me? So, I'll get back to that, Bertie. Do you have a specific question for your grandparents? That's very unusual, and I don't normally do this, but I'm hearing, why doesn't she ask me? So, do you have a specific question, or is it something you can just address with them directly? Saying, okay, yes, I want to know about such and such, and can you tell me, or can you show me? And then they will bring it within 2 or 3 days. They'll bring the sign that you've received your answer. And that might actually be what they're saying, is she just needs to ask me. We're seeing the actress you refer, Isadora Duncan. Okay, I see. I knew the story. Crystal, I'm thinking that maybe they literally are saying, why doesn't she ask me? You two ladies argue it out between yourselves. I'll take the winner. Somebody just Google it. Sorry. You can, Crystal, what I'm trying to get at is you can ask them yourself. You can ask them for the sign and they'll give it to you. So it's kind of like you have a direct pipeline to them. Okay, Crystal would like to know if they are doing, yes, they're doing fine. They have no issues. They're just sort of like, well, it's that painting thing. American Gothic, that's the name of it, American Gothic. And they are just, they're fine. They're like in the painting. They're the happy couple in the painting. And do you believe that they're doing right, that she's doing right by her son? Your grandmother is nodding her head yes. There's no response at all from your grandfather, but your grandmother, Irene, is nodding her head yes. She's like, okay, because she knows it's a difficult thing. But you can do it. And since I've never met you, I have no idea what the situation is, but she knows it's difficult for you and on you. But you just have to do, in the end, what's right. It's not always easy doing what's right, but you can. You have the strength. I hope that helps, Crystal. Jill would like to speak with her spirit guides. Jill, have you ever... Excuse me. Have you ever gone on a journey to see what your spirit animal is or what your totem animal is? Because I'm kind of getting like a bird in flight. You know, if I had actually turned the camera the other way, I could actually show you. I could gesture. I'm seeing a bird in flight. A large bird, but it's up there. So I'm trying to figure out the specific reason they're showing me that. Is it they're showing me because that's your guide, or are they showing me that because they want you to feel more free than you are, or be freer than you are, that they want you to soar like an eagle or a condor or whatever that big giant bird is. They're saying you could be happier than you are. That you're choosing to not be happy. You're choosing to not shine. You're choosing to not rise above. You're making the decisions to stay earthbound. You're making the decisions to stay heavy and to stay grounded. Being grounded is a good thing. But too much grounding ties you down. And I hope that makes sense, Jill, because that's all I'm seeing, is that they're saying, fly. Which usually is about freedom or rising above or getting away from a bad situation. And Sarah would like to speak with her grandfather, Charles. Sarah, would it make sense that someone is stroking my hair? Jillian, nope, what? I don't understand what the nope was to. As I'm feeling someone stroke my hair behind me. Is there kid Charles? Is there some further validation for Sarah? I'm hearing, nope, sweetie, there isn't. So we're going to have to go with that one. You're welcome. Jillian, if you want, I don't know how to clarify that any further than I have. You can always private message me if you need to, Jillian. Sarah, Charles, do you have a message for Sarah? She probably wants to hear something from you besides nope. Yuck. Okay. I'm sorry. Just reading the scroll. How about Ernest Charles? No, he says he's the same person. He knew who you meant. Something about the hair, and he always looked you in the eye. Would that make sense, Sarah, that he looked at you in the eye when he talked with you? Oh, okay. Thank you, Jillian. You should, or I think you should. It's kind of interesting, but that bird actually might be your spirit animal, too. Anyway, getting back to Ernest Charles. Something about looking deeply into your eyes. Okay. He said he knows he knows. Whatever the situation, what he knows, Sarah, so don't worry about it. Okay, so Katina would like to hear a message from her guides. I know, Jillian, it's the lag. Your guides are taking a bit of a step back at the moment for the simple reason you're not listening. They said there is this like dark mist around you that you've created for yourself. And that until you decide to get rid of that mist and send it on its way and step out of the darkness, they're keeping a step back because you haven't given them permission to help you. That's something, even though they're your specific spirit guides, they don't have your permission to help you unless you say so. So they can sit there and guide you and send you signs, but until you say, yes, will you help me, they can't really step in. So if you talk to your spirit guides and you step in, if you ask them to step in and intervene for you on your behalf, they will do so, but not until you give them permission. And you haven't given them permission, Katina. For some reason or another, they said you're choosing to live in that mist. So it looks like, Katina, you have some choices that need to be made. I'm also hearing that you know what those choices are. You're just refusing to make them so far. You're refusing to help yourself, is what I heard. She's refusing to help herself. I hope, Katina, that makes... Stop it. It's okay. Cats. She's been a cranky little girl past couple of days. Where'd that hair come from? Cat hair. So I'm hoping that makes sense to everyone. And, yes, thank you, Bertie. You did ask that. I am going to say I'm seeing 4 or 5. Only one... I had to smack her. Only one actually did it, but there were 4 or 5 present. Yes, Christine, they are. She's been a cranky little girl for a couple of days. I don't really understand it. She's been fixed, so that's not the problem. Have they been caught, Bertie? Has anyone actually gone to trial for it? Because I'm kind of getting that... This is going to sound a little strange, but she's feeling sorry. Hi, Hazel. She's feeling sorry. I can't figure out if she's feeling sorry for them or sorry she's dead. I'm thinking it's more like sorry for them. Because they messed up their lives, whether they realize it or not. Even if they have gotten away with it in the physical, they have not gotten away with it on the spiritual. Everybody pays for their deeds. Everybody gets rewarded for their deeds. There are no exceptions. Karma will have her way with all of us sooner or later. Yeah, so... Okay, this is going to sound a little strange. I'm even getting the impression that one of them has died. And seriously avoiding Sandra. Was this a home invasion, or was this she died on the road? Considering, I don't know. That would be something I would like to know, Bertie. It was kind of senseless and stupid. And everybody knows it. Everybody on the other side knows that it was senseless and stupid, is what I was saying. And I don't really understand what I'm seeing. I don't have a frame of reference. She's feeling sorry. I don't know why. Okay. Was she sexually assaulted as well? Because, Bertie, was she sexually assaulted as well? Yeah, okay. I don't believe she was targeted, but she was... There was this opportunity they had, and they took it. And they took her life... I'm not seeing any particular people. I'm only seeing that quite possibly one of them is already dead. But he's avoiding her. Somebody is avoiding her on the other side. And it could very well be one of the dudes that did this, or the people that did this, because there was a girl present as well. There was a girl there. Anyway, I hope that helps, Bertie. And it is now 8:51. So I would like to thank everybody who came in to get readings and to talk with their loved ones. I appreciate your help in giving me this opportunity to practice and to hone my skills. And those of you who would like, I do give private readings. You're more than welcome to private message me and we'll discuss it, or we'll talk rates and stuff. But I'm available. Sarah's available. Nobody there won't. Not in life. Thank you, Sarah. I love you too. If you guys need me for anything, you know where to find me. Right here on Facebook, or private message me. And I can't think of anything else to say other than thank you guys very much. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you all next week, hopefully. Take care.